Hey guys, welcome back. It's Ken, and you're watching Forever Procrastinating, a place where I talk about music, creativity, productivity, consciousness, spirituality, and other obscure stuff that I'll be saving for later. So, before I start, a quick thank you for everyone here on YouTube that has inspired me to take on this journey. Your support and encouragement really means a lot, and I sincerely thank you for that. So, today I would like to talk about a book that has helped a lot of people out there, and I hope it does the same for me. The book is called The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. I'm only like 4 days in, but I've started the key exercises, which is the morning pages and the artist date, which is actually the focus of this video. I really do recommend this book, especially if you're an artist having creative blockages or anyone literally in your creative journey. Personally, I've been dealing with a massive music burnout after like 5 years locking myself inside the studio and working like a horse. It took a serious toll on my mental and physical health to the point that I couldn't work anymore. So currently, I decided to pull back from everything, including social media, watching Netflix, doom scrolling, and people. I may sound like a huge hypocrite. I really do love those stuff, but I think I'm in a point in my life that I need to pull back and reset my brain. So I'm pulling back in essence is for me to heal and explore new ways for creativity. That's where the artist's way comes in. One of the first exercises is the morning pages. It helps bypass that criticizing mind that makes you doubt everything you do. I'm just 4 days in, but writing it every morning helps me clear the clutter in my mind. In short, it's like a brain dump that clears all the noise. And in one of those tasks is also the artist date. It's like a weekly solo adventure where you take yourself and your inner artist, explore things, and maintain a good relationship. I guess the idea is to reconnect with your inner creativity without the pressure to produce something. That said, so today I'm taking you guys on my first artist date. I'll also try to make weekly evaluation videos for each week of the program to keep myself accountable and share my progress or the lack of it. Hopefully, this helps not just me, but anyone else going through the same struggles. So, let's go. Alright, guys, back with me again, it's Ken, and today is a trip day. Well, actually, I'm visiting the National Museum of Jakarta because I was doing the first week task of the Artist Way, which requires me to visit any kind of place that I can basically just I don't know, look at art or study something interesting that might inspire me. So today I just rode my bike and I chose this museum, which is kind of my favorite place since like forever. I haven't been to this spot like maybe 2 years, and last time there was a big fire, unfortunately, and now the place is opened up again and I want to check things out. So yeah, I'll try to document some of the statues or artwork and try my best, my amateur explanations about the showcases. Alright guys, cheers. This is the Hindu goddess Surya. He is also known as the sun god. So this is the god Shiva. He is the god of destruction and chaos, but he also brings order and growth. So here's the regular statue of Buddha, and this is from 8th or 9th century. It was a very interesting time because there was a huge influx of Hinduism and Buddhism that came into Indonesia. So the culture was implementing both of those influences. So you may find statues like half Buddha and half Hinduism influences. This is Akalima, most known by her very aggressive look. But here in Indonesia, she's portrayed kind of different. This is one of the manifestation of Shiva, and he's called Shiva Kala, and he's considered as the god of time, the god of karma, because nothing could escape time and karma. I think he's one of my favorite god or archetype out there. You can find similarity to the god Saturn and Cronus. He's the god of hard lessons, the god of hard knocks. So this is the most common statue or figure you may come across when you go to Indonesia or even Bali, but they have different kind of figures in each territories. But the main concept of this statue is they are the protectors of any threshold, including house, temples, etc. And they usually come in pairs, which is that one over there. And they are believed to have mystical powers in the astral realm, that is. So this statue is supposed to be a newlywed couple. As you can see, they're having fun and having the time of their lives. And I'm not sure what pose is that, but the description says that they're happily ever after. Yeah, I can see from that. But a very detailed carving, and all of these statues are basically carved from a huge block of stone. So it's crazy. I love it. These are like million-year-old seashells. I don't know how old they are, but they look very old. And one of them looks like an Oreo. That's an old Oreo. Wow, this place is huge. I mean, I've been here a couple times before, but I think they changed the place after had the fire accident last year, I think. Very cool place. And here's a mammoth. Is a really cool statue of Ganesh or Ganesha, and he is the god of knowledge and wisdom. I think he has also other attributes, but I'm not quite sure about that. But look at that statue. The carvings, oh my god. Now, this is another statue of the demonic manifestation of Shiva, which is known as Bhairava, and he had quite the followers. And I do really like the teachings of their followers. So their main ideology is you have to let the darkness or the taboo in you to some extent. And when it comes to the threshold where you cannot take any more of the darkness, you will reach enlightenment. And that's the main difference between enlightenment in Vajrayana or Mahayana Buddhism, where you silence the mind to reach enlightenment. But in Tantrayana, you do the opposite. So you do the most scariest things until your body or mind cannot take it anymore, and then you reach enlightenment. That's why they look very creepy, because when you're devoted to them, you don't have any fear. I kind of like that philosophy. It's like doing shadow work in a sense. Oh, come on, look at those little faces. There's a little belt. And he's also drinking, I don't know, maybe blood from a skull. Yeah, creepy. And look, he looks very happy with it. I'm kind of embarrassed because I look so tourist with the camera and taking down notes, but to hell with it. And sorry about that. I guess it's first thing for everything, right? This story is a bit particularly disturbing. As I read the description, it's about a woman being abducted forcibly by two men, and the other woman couldn't do anything. So I'm not sure if this is based on real events or just from the imagination of the painter. I think this is a more modern take on Balinese art. As you can see, this is more contemporary in design, less of the details, but more on the compositions. So it's half surrealism, but yeah, you can see the modern influences. It's from 1935, yeah. And here's one of the most famous shape of the Chris. It kind of goes like a zigzag and it goes here to the edge of the blade and to its handle. And there's so many tales about the Chris here in Indonesia, and their tales are very imbued with spirituality and mysticism. Very cool. I'm just wearing my bike clothes. Yeah, I love the wink. No, that's a scary one. Oh my god. That's scary. Hi guys, so I'm gonna cut the trip a bit short. I've just finished several rounds of Alright guys, actually I didn't get to that coffee shop I wanted to go. It was closed already, and I wanted to stop at this small little I guess a beer shop, beer cafe. I don't know, I'm not sure what it is called, but now I'm just strolling around central Jakarta, which is quite far from my house. I'm in Monument National. If you ever heard that, this is the building right here. This is the epitome, the central of Jakarta, and I've got the whole place to myself, which is freaking hot. I think I'm gonna spend like 15 minutes here and go back home. I think I'm gonna call it a day off. I've got everything I wanted to see. I documented some stuff, and yeah, it's pretty hot. Oh my god. Oh shit. And I think I'm gonna stop for a bit. Sorry guys, the road is very rough. Yep. So I think I'm gonna call this day off, and well, just maybe I can edit a video when I get back home about the artist date. Hopefully I will make edits every week. I'm not sure when I'm gonna go next, but I guess it'll be something interesting. Well, all right, guys. See you guys later. So here's Chikara. Cheers. Oh man.